contents and some teaching material that are free and are you can use online when you want. And I recommend you that you have a look to this material, to this tutorial that we use in our master, but there are other people other educational centers that are using our teaching material in BIM that we produced in a previous Erasmus Plus project. Okay. This is the curriculum, the program of the master. The master has last 1 year, the whole year, and we have several courses inside the master degree. The first one is Introduction to BIM Methodology. We have two courses related with management of infrastructure, not much related with BIM, but are also two interesting courses: Fundamental of Infrastructure Management and Risk Management in Infrastructures. And after that, we have also design of building and infrastructure using BIM, okay, in the workflow. So we show how to design this kind of construction, but also using BIM. Not only BIM, but also using BIM. Okay, so we have how to design building structure, also with BIM, road design, bridges of road and also railway bridges, and we have another course about how we can use the model to build the budget of the construction. So and this part they call it 5D BIM, the five dimension of BIM. So join the model with the bill of quantities of this construction. So this is another course here, and we have 3 courses that are not mandatory, but you can choose at least one: advanced BIM modeling of structure and civil works, and design BIM model of building facilities. And also student can choose practice in companies, practice with BIM software in companies. Okay, this master can be attended by architects, by civil engineers, and by industrial engineers, but some of them, of these bachelor degrees, a student can have to take classes of some complements, because we teach about civil infrastructure, and not every student can participate in the master knows previously about civil engineering, so they can enter in the master, but with other courses, previous courses. Okay, and I'm going to show you better some of these courses by image or by the works that made the students as the master thesis. For example, Luis Bañón, a student here, developed this connection of road connection with one software that we use, one of the two most used software for designing roads here in Spain, with the standard of geometric requirement for designing roads in Spain. And this kind of software was from the beginning was BIM software, because they model a geometry in they build a 3D geometry model with information. Okay, but now this software also can export a model in several BIM format. So and also with this software they can get the quantities of each material and each unit works for building these roads. Okay. This is the road in IFC format. Okay. One of the courses that I told you is design of bridges. Abel Garcia, a student of our BIM master, built two kind of model, one for analyze the structure, another for the BIM model to use it for get the quantities and to build a budget or the build of quantities of this bridge, railway bridge. Another student do a similar work with the same bridge. An important course is which I told you about the 5 dimension of BIM. And in this course, the professor used open BIM quantities, but also Mamba. Mamba is another software that can get the quantities from BIM model and IFC model. And curiously, this software is made by people from Murcia. Okay, the company being made is Murcian, a local company, and the software is also nice. It's similar to open BIM quantities. That is a biggest company, a bigger company of software, also Spanish. Okay. We also use Revit, of course, but in my opinion, the package of software or software package that can at the same time design, check the requirement of a standard that we have to match in the design, and at the same time build the model. So it's better because what you design is what you are going to have in the model, okay, in the BIM model, and later you can take uses, different uses of this model, of this, for example, get the drawings, the plans from the 3D models, and also get the quantities to build the budget. For example, for mention some uses of this methodology. So in buildings, CIPE is quite good because do the design and the BIM model at the same time, and because it's easy to use. Okay, it's yes. Okay, and now I'm going to show you some tutorial or yes, a list of BIM material. This is the link. But if you enter in Google BIM-LCA 3.eu, you can access to the website of this project with the tutorial that I'm going to show you in another short presentation. Okay, in this website, there are a complete or yes, a complete course about BIM with several blogs, several contents, and each blog has at least one tutorial. There we have information about the software, a lot of software available in the market, available if you pay for them. But there are a lot of educational lessons to use the software, and you can also get the instruction for install this educational version of the software in each of the tutorial that we upload to this page. Okay. So Revit for building, Tekla for structure, Civil 3D, also for designing roads. But we find here in Spain that Civil is not our best tool for designing roads, because it's very difficult to say to Civil 3D that have to follow the rules that we have in our standard. Okay, so we have software better than Civil, but we can use Civil for some segment of roads as roundabout. That is not bad, and we can use that.
For standardized goals parts.
Yes,
to look for roundabouts and not standardized.
Yes, because you can enter, for example, you can enter the radius of a curve easily if the radius is constant in civil. But with transition between lines and curves, the transition part have some parameters that you have to enter according to the standard, and this is not easy. I'm not expert in civil. I'm just one in some years ago in one of the two main software used here in Spain with a standard in the Spanish standard inside the software. So it's very easy to design with this other software. Okay, information for the requirement that in tenders the public administration asks to the companies for BIM. So the intenders and the requirements are maybe the one important issues in BIM, because in this document we have all that we need to know, because the public administration asks us to for this kind of uses about BIM. So maybe it's a good way to enter in BIM. Read the list of requirements about BIM in projects. Okay. So there are some guides about how to perform BIM. A BIM execution plan, that is a response to the requirement. So the companies for designing with BIM need to write a BIM execution plan saying how they are going to do the work with BIM. Okay, so the requirement document and the BIM execution plan are two very important documents, and there are some guides in English, also international, for doing this work. Very interesting. So to know the concept and to know what we have to do, and the second part is to know the software and the skills of the software to do the work. This is the what we have to do, and it's not a short work. It's a lot of work. So we have also a tutorial for some uses of BIM related to 3D scanner, modeling in modeling or building BIM models with photogrammetry, aerial photogrammetry, or taking picture in not with a drone. We have also a tutorial about how to use a 3D printer, and a small one that is not very expensive, and maybe if you want to do practice, your university can buy this printer. And we also have videos, tutorial with about photogrammetry from drone, so aerial photogrammetry, because with photogrammetry you can build a model, a 3D model, and also a BIM model. The augmented reality is another use of this of BIM. Maybe it's not this BIM was made by a master student, and maybe we can, yes, we can. I can show you how we can put our model in the reality, if I can do that. So we used another application of CIPE that you can download in your own smartphone. And if you have a model stored in BIM Server Center, that is a cloud space of CIPE, also free for everyone. With this application, we can put the model in with one scale, one size, what we want. Okay, and this is the result. This app is not the best one, okay, but we can because this is free. We can use easily to know something more about augmented reality. Okay, we have the real reality and we have our model, but we need a device as a mobile or a tablet to watch the model in the place. Okay, I think it's enough. And we have also the tutorial about CIPE architecture, that is the modeler, BIM modeler from CIPE, Revit tutorials. We also introduce the student to Rhino and Grasshopper to build parametrical geometric model. And one of the tutorial that I like more is this one about Navisworks. Navisworks is a tool of Autodesk to federate or to put together different BIM models in their right position, and to check the relationship between the different models. Okay, but has some tools to introduce information about the step in the construction, the stages, and also you can has a tool that I like very much. That is Navisworks can place your model in any part of the world using Google Earth. Okay, but not Google Earth in 2D, in 2D, but in 3D. Okay, so I'm going to show you this with a short video. This is the latitude, longitude coordinates. And we have this. This is the campus of La Muralla of the UPCT, the parking area, and we have our model in this place now. And look, all of what you are seeing is Google Earth in 3D. I don't know how they do that. Google do that. They take the shape of the building. So okay, and only 5 minutes more, and it's time for our coffee. And they said to me that coffee is going to be here at 11, and it's okay. Okay, so everything okay. I'm going to show you only 2 or 3 pictures about project developed here in the region using BIM. This is one of them. This is a rack, a structure of steel to support pipes of oil and petrol, gas and petrol and oil. This rack is being built in the port of Cartagena in a kind of a structure that we call pantalan. Is made of the base is made of concrete with beams, but over this structure there are the rack structure, the steel structure, and in the top are the pipes that are not now in the picture. But you can see that there are 2 kinds of structure. The red one is a rack that is now built with the pipes, and the gray one is the new one that is now under construction. And you can see the complex geometry, the difficulty to design and to place the new one nearly very close to the old one. Okay, this is another project with that they use Revit. Is a tank for water. And only in 2 minutes I'm going to show you of project, but because now is 15 past 11, I think it's time to take a coffee, and after that I can show you more. Let's go to continue with the session. I'm going to pass you a list with your name in order you to see if any one of you is missing, you can add your name at the end, okay? There is one there. But I think this is the. Yes, but I have to ask for it. But I'm not sure how long you have to wait. There are one outside.
Those were
yes, the coffee machine, I think. If you want to use it, or
I can check this. Yeah,
so I'm going to show you the UPCT case studies inside this project. There are some students that are going to develop their bachelor thesis or master thesis in these case studies. Okay, the first one is about building the BIM model of a single family house with different solution in material, in the structure, and with different materials in the envelope partition, in the envelope walls, and in the partition walls. So using different materials in order to, after building the BIM model, analyze it with an LCA analysis. And the second one is the same, but for a railway bridge. Build the BIM model, get the quantities, the bill of quantities, and after that, develop an LCA analysis. For the first case, I think now everything is okay with the sound, and nobody. Yes, nobody is has any. Okay. So for the first type of study, the single family house, we're going to use the CP package of software, CPCAD for the structure, for designing the structure, the beams and the columns and the floors with slabs. We have several students. Two of them are going to work with concrete for the structure and with steel, and the 1/3 student is going to work designing the structure in timber, and all of them are going to choose several material for the envelope system. This envelope walls have to have to have some properties about the transmission of the heat, and but these properties has a limit, and we can choose a kind of wall that is according to this requirement. Okay, so I mean that we don't need to perform an energy analysis of the building. But because we can choose the right envelope only with taking care in this parameter. Okay. So one of the results of this case study is going to be a report where a comparison of the analysis of different solution is going to be performed, and with different materials, and with the LCA analysis we are going to get several environmental indicators, and another result is going to be a tutorial guide, or just a document to show other students how to use the tools that they are going to use in the project, in their master's thesis. And the second type is the same, do the same, but now with a railway bridge. We are going to, okay, one student that is not now connected, and he is not here, is going to use Tecla or build the model, and after that, one click to the LCA analysis. Okay, so that's all for this UPCT presentation.